All right, next page. Multiple discounts and/or market-based pricing. You know, this Equinox, I don't think had any discount to it, did it?
No.
Okay. Is that MSRP or was that a discounted price without a discount, or is that MSRP?
That's MSRP on that one.
Okay, then I couldn't use that here. Premium equipment, could I use the fact that this vehicle has got
Power seat.
four-wheel drive, heated seats,
19-inch wheels.
19-inch wheels, wireless phone charger, 360 camera? Could I use that to justify the price?
Yeah.
That's how you do that one. Value proposition quantified. Look, Charles, I know you want a better price. And you know what? There might be somebody else out there that could give you a better price. Could you save $200 or $300 or $400? Possibly, but it's going to take you another 5 hours to do that. And here's what you're not going to get. You're not going to get discounted oil changes for as long as you own the vehicle. You're not going to get 4 oil changes where we pay the tab completely. You're not going to get tire rotations for nothing. You're not going to get a love it or leave it package, and you're not going to get a price guarantee. So if you can't get those things anywhere else, and you can't, it makes sense to okay this right here so we can get your new vehicle delivered, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, you guys have got all these things you can use, not just before you present the numbers, but you can use these things to justify the numbers and handle the objections. Next page, reduce to the ridiculous. We talked about, let me show you how reduce to the ridiculous works. Bianca, say you want a $2,000 better price.
I want a $2,000 better price.
Well, Bianca, I can't do that, but we're not nearly as far apart as you might think. As a matter of fact, how long do you think you'll keep this vehicle?
A couple years.
A couple years? Most people keep their vehicles longer than that, Bianca. Are you only going to keep it 2 years?
No.
Maybe 4? Okay, let's say you only keep it 4 years, all right? So if we divide 2,000 by 4, well, we're not $2,000 apart. We're $500 apart a year, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's not very much money for you to pass on the vehicle of your dreams, is it? Say yes. Yeah, Steve, I still want a better price.
Yes, Steve, I still want a better price.
Well, Bianca, I can't do that. We're $500 a year apart, but we're only $40 a month apart. You're not going to let $40 a month stand in the way of you taking delivery of this vehicle, are you? Bianca, you're not going to let $1.20 a day stand in the way of you. See how you just keep reducing to the ridiculous? And then, you know what? If you do all these things and they still say no, then what do you do?
Get up and go over there and see if we can get
Take away. Take away. Headbutt.
Headbutt. Well, we'll get to the takeaway in a second. But if none of these things work, and Charles, if you know that I know how to do all these things, and you know that I am doing these things with a customer, when I come back to you and say, boss, I'm going to have to make a concession, because do some customers just have to win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we want them, in those cases, we want them to win so they'll take delivery. But do we want them to get a great big win or a little bitty win?
Little bitty one.
If you go through all these things, I promise you, you're going to be able to get away. In Bianca's case, I might be able to say, Bianca, I told you we couldn't do 2,000, but guess what? We got you a $400 additional discount. Congratulations. High five them. Make them feel good about it. Because did they win?
Yep.
Yeah, they did. You know, you really want all negotiations to be win-win. Do we deserve to make a good gross profit? Yeah, we do. Does the customer deserve a good deal? Yeah, they do. Look, I think at MSRP and list price for the used vehicles, they're getting a good deal just based on the Atzenhofer advantage. All right, but I'm a little bit prejudiced, okay, and I'm not buying a car. So I know that the customer is going, look, I'm really good at this. I can't get everybody I talk to pay everything I want them to pay every time. But I go through everything I know how to do. You know, I work about a day, well, usually 2 days a month now inside a store as a closer. I do it for two reasons. A, they pay me to do it, and B, I also want to see if this shit works, okay? Because I get ideas from other people, and I try them. If I can't make them work, I won't teach them. All right? Like the bi-weekly thing, I've never actually tried, but again, I've had enough people I respect tell me that it's got a place that I put it in the workbook. All right. Have I had a good time?